Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Skode, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're out in Burbank, and of course, we're coming virtually into your homes with 10 different teams. But if you're out in Burbank and you want to see live theater, we do shows every Saturday. Today, we got a great cast coming in here. I'll introduce them in a second. We're going to be doing phobias. What are your fears? But they're not the normal fears. These people have some very strange fears. Jeopardy, the game show. We're going to do a game called Flashbacks, where you get to kind of see something back in Melissa's life. Conclusions, where somebody just draws conclusions, usually in the wrong way. Oscar-winning moments. The Oscars are coming up early next year, so why not do our Oscar-winning moments and beat them? And then video dating, online video dating. So let's introduce our cast, because we've got a great cast today, starting with Melissa.
Hello, Melissa from Denver. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining.
And George.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. George from Chicago.
And Chandini.
Hi, thank you for being here. This is Chandini from New York City.
And Kyle.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
And he didn't want to tell anybody where he's from because he's in prison. Actually, he's in Southern California. So we were representing all parts of the country here today. We've got all time zones, if you notice. We've got the California time zone, the Colorado time zone, the Chicago time zone, and the New York time zone. Wow, we are multicultural. Well, let's get right into our first game. It's called Phobias. And these four people have come into my Zoom chat to talk about their phobias. Now, I'm not going to try and change their phobias or try and get them to not have them. It's more like to try and find out why they have them and how they got these phobias. So let's start out with Melissa. So Melissa, your phobia is keys. So that must make your life pretty hard if you have a phobia of touching keys.
I will tell you, can't. Some people say that keys are the key to your heart. Well, let me just advise you that keys are the keys to HE double hockey sticks for me. No, thank you.
Okay, I got to ask you a couple of questions. I'm sure the audience wants to know too. How do you get in your house?
Well, fortunately, I married someone rich, so I have a personal assistant that I just take with me everywhere. And their sole purpose is to open any door that requires a key to get inserted into that little tiny hole that is just weird and...
Have you ever thought about putting maybe an electronic device, kind of like a little keypad, that you can just click in the numbers and your door would open that way?
No, you just said the naughty word, and that is why I will not do it. No, sir, I will not have anything to do.
Now, okay. Safety deposit boxes. You don't have any safety deposit boxes in the bank?
Well, again, I have people that can handle that business for me. My husband is rich. I'm sure he has a multitude of boxes. And if need be, then I will have someone disguised as me to go in and handle all of that. I've got a plan. I do.
Okay. All right. Well, let's say that, your personal assistant isn't with you this particular moment in time. He's can't be with you 24 hours. He's got to sleep. He's got to eat. He's got to do things without you. So let's say he's not there and an emergency comes up and no one else can drive the car but you. Would you take the key and put it in the car ignition to start it?
Why? HE double hockey sticks? No, Ken. I would light my hair on fire, run down the street, and be checking those apps and have somebody come get me because I'm not doing it. It's not happening. No, it's traumatic. Just to think about that.
Okay. Well, I got to ask you then, how did this start? Did you have a bad experience with a key?
I did. I'll talk about it because I'm here and I joined willingly. It was Todd Perkins. He gave me the KEY to his HERT, and then he DIED the next day.
Wow.
It was a little symbol.
Wow.
I had a little chain right here. Very traumatic.
Did you throw away the key on the chain?
I might have buried it in my backyard with a tree.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Melissa. I'm sorry that we had to upset you. I wasn't trying to upset you. I just kind of wanted to find out a little bit about this phobia. Let's move over to George now. George, yours is public toilets.
Yes. Is this
Okay.
being recorded?
Just for my own purposes, that's all. Okay. No one will view it, but just us.
They
Okay.
have cameras.
I have to record it. Well, no. So they don't have cameras actually in the stall. They might have them in the area where people wash.
No. Everywhere I go, people are watching me, including. I thought there I could have some privacy. But no, not even there. But I don't use them. I go outdoors now in the forest where I know, or at least I think, no one can see me.
Okay. So what you're saying is they have toilet cams now watching you when you sit down?
They're everywhere. Yes. That's why I use, if I can find a pine tree with some soft needles underneath, I feel like that's the safest place for me to go. I mean, to go in the sense of relieve myself, not just to go and hide. Although I have other places where I hide.
Okay. So your phobia is a lot deeper than I thought. So let me ask you this. Let's say you're out with your family eating at a restaurant, for an occasion. It could be an anniversary or a birthday or some occasion like this. And you have to go to the bathroom. You don't go use their toilet. You go outside and go into their parking lot. I mean, what do you do?
First, let me just say, it's not a phobia if it's real. And second, if I'm out to dinner, I find, before I go in, I find a place where I think it's not likely there'll be cameras. Like I've already climbed into a dumpster outside a restaurant and put the lid down to use the restroom to relieve myself. It gives me some moment of solace from the world that watches me.
Don't you think they'd have a camera in the parking lot while you went to the dumpster?
Don't say that. There probably is, Kent. I'm starting to feel a little upset about this. You're quizzing me on this. I understand what I'm doing. I'm trying to find peace and quiet in a place where I'm unobserved and I can live, Kent. I think I managed it pretty well, all things being equal.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, George. Okay, I'm not going to get you any more upset. Okay, let's go down to Chandini now, who has a phobia of leather.
Yeah. Talk about leather.
How did this get started?
It was when I was 5. Kent, I was just playing with my mother's purse. And it kind of got really messy. I didn't know what I was playing with, but it was like this nail polish thing. But it spilled everywhere. And oh my God, the timeout I got after that. It was just horrible. So I basically decided I'm never going to touch anything leather because I feel like every time I touch it, something wrong's going to happen.
Okay. So you don't buy any clothing that's made of leather?
No. It's, it is what it is. It looks great on people, but I know if I touch it, I'm going to get the worst punishments ever in my life. The universe will be watching me, I think.
Okay. So obviously your mother grounded you because you spilled stuff on her nice, must have been a Louis Vuitton or some very well-known brand name purse for her to get that upset at you. And that made you so scarred that you will never touch the leather again.
No, never. No, I can't even think.
What if you went on a date with someone that was wearing a leather coat?
Yeah, I say it right the very first time we meet. We lock eyes and I say, I don't like leather. So there's that, clear slate right there, like for them to know that I can't stand anything leather. Like imagine them taking me to a restaurant with leather seats. Oh my God.
What about if the guy was wearing a leather belt?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not going to have sex with that guy. Imagine if I touch that belt.
Now, I got to ask you, have you seen 50 Shades of Grey? Because that guy used a lot of leather.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like...
So you can watch the leather, you just don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that and my eyes, I started having this dry eye problem. So I knew this was like the universe was like sending signs of do not even dare watch leather stuff.
Okay, so you can't even look at leather.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's like,
I'm
my
glad
eyes
I'm not wearing any
things, right?
leather.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that no one here at the meeting today has any leather on them.
Yeah, and the chair
visible,
you're sitting on is hiding, so it's okay.
Okay. All right, so Kyle, you have phobias of cactus. Okay, so how did that start?
Yeah, so it started when I was very young, and I was going hiking with my family, and then I just remember wanting to just sit down somewhere. So I was just looking for, your nearby plant to sit down. And then once I did, it was like a million needles just like stabbing through my ass, and I just popped up, and I didn't even know what happened. And I was like, are plants attacking people now? And I just didn't know what to do. And then my family pointed it out that it was a cactus. And then ever since then, never again. I don't even want to hear the word.
Why would you sit on a plant?
Because it's planted on the ground for people to sit down.
Well, I don't think the plant would appreciate that, but, all right, so this happened when you were on a hike with your parents, okay? What happens when you see a cactus now?
I literally try to avoid it, and then if there's incidents where I can't, I bring a weapon with me, to just chop it out of my way. Especially when I hike, I just bring a knife or a machete and just start slicing and dicing. Just in case,
Did you hear that ringing noise? I just want to know, did you hear that ringing noise?
Oh yeah, all the time. Especially that first time, and then ever since then, it just never stopped.
Okay. It was actually from my computer that tells me that we're running out of time. Otherwise, I have to charge you both twice as much money. So I have that on, but I'll finish with you since we started. So when's the last time that you actually looked at a cactus?
I would say probably 2 years ago when my friend tried dragging me to hiking again. And then he's asking me why I'm bringing all these weapons with me. And I say, you never know. Those cactuses are everywhere. So that was the last time.
So yeah, probably the desert's not a good place for you to go. Palm Springs, deserts.
No.
Well, what was your reaction when your friend brought you out hiking and you saw the cactus? How did you react to it?
So I pulled out my machete, and then he freaked out, and he was just like, "Oh, what are you doing, man?" And I told him, it's like, I told you, it's like, I came prepared just in case. And he called the cops on me, and we're not friends anymore.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I appreciate all four of you coming in, and I know this has been very hard on you to talk about your fears, and I appreciate that, but I'll see you all in a month and see if we can kind of keep working this fear out so eventually you'll be able to, hold on to, I don't even want to say the words for you guys. I hold on to whatever I just said that your phobia is, and I know, George, you're sitting down on a chair, and think of a toilet as a chair, and then you won't have any fears, okay? All right, well, I'll see you all in a month, okay? Thanks for coming into my meeting today. Okay, we're going to move on now to Jeopardy. So you guys can all minimize yourself for a second and get into a Jeopardy type character. Go ahead and just go hide. I'll bring you back out here in a second. And you all know the game show Jeopardy. The categories tonight are going to be celebrities, travel, food, and toys, which I'll repeat when we bring out all the players. Let's start with bringing out Melissa, who's our returning champion. Come on in, Melissa.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi, Melissa. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a baker. I do lots of treats for lots of people. Mm-hmm. It's very fun for me. Okay. I enjoy fattening people up with my deliciousness.
I know you brought some of your sweets down to the green room earlier before the show, and we really thank you for that. They were quite good. Let's bring now in George. George is one of the people who will be competing to take away your championship. George, come on in. And George, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Kent, nice to see you. George Rendowski, the emphasis on the Z. I'm a coach, and
okay.
I enjoy coaching.
What specifically do you coach, George?
Coach football. Is there anything else worth coaching? I don't coach like that.
Okay.
Tennis is like for pansies and stuff. You coach football. It's the only sport there is.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's bring in another challenger, and that's Chandini. Let's find out a little bit about her now.
Hi.
Hello. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a physiotherapist. I have just started off with my business, and it is so fun. I get to, interact with all these old couples who come in and crib and fight, and I'm like the mediator, also trying to fix their bones and muscles up. So, yeah, it's a great thing.
Fantastic. We have a little surprise for you. Normally, we only have 2 people competing against Melissa, but Melissa, you've won over $70,000, and our producers are saying we need to get somebody to beat you. So now we're bringing in a 4th player. So you'll have 3 people challenging you unless just 2. And this is Kyle. Let's find out a little bit about Kyle now.
Hello. My name's Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. Tell us. Go ahead.
And I'm a math teacher.
Wonderful.
From Fontana, California.
Mm-hmm. So we wanted to bring in some really hardcore people today who will challenge you, Melissa. Again, the categories for everybody is celebrities, travel, food, and toys. And Melissa, since you are the current champion, pick a category, and I'll give you the answer, and then you guys will form a question to that. Melissa.
Well, I don't want to cook these amateurs too fast, so I'm not going to pick the category of my specialty. I shall pick toys. Give me toys.
Toys. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. George.
What is a toy you should give your little boy to start making him into a man?
That is correct, George. Okay, you got the board. George, pick a category. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
I'm going to go with celebrities, Kent.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. Melissa.
Who did I hand feed my tarts to during his filming?
That is correct. We were looking, you had to have the word filming in there because you actually were you were feeding him while he was actually filming, which was rather unorthodox. Okay, Melissa, take the board. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
Let's do some traveling.
Hawaii. Hawaii. Chandini, go ahead.
The place where everyone has acute injuries while scuba diving.
That is correct. Everyone gets injured in Hawaii. Yes, but it wasn't in the form of a question, so you don't get the answer correct. So if someone wants to form that in the form of a question, it's the same answer, just form it in a question. All right, Melissa, go ahead.
What causes many physiological injuries while on vacation?
No, you didn't say vacation in Hawaii. No, that won't work.
Oh.
You have to say Hawaii. Go ahead, Kyle. I'll give you a shot. If you can just phrase it in the form of a question.
Okay. What is the place where everyone gets physically injured?
In. Time's up, Kyle. I'm sorry. You couldn't even say the word Hawaii. I'm just going to give it to George. George, I'm just going to give you 100 points for that, okay? Just because you're the only one who didn't talk. Okay, so George, celebrities, travel, food, or toys. That puts you in the lead now.
Food.
Food, okay. Bonbons. Bonbons, the sweet thing you get in the movies. Let's go with Melissa.
What is the secret ingredient of my malaka haka haka dish?
No. Okay, let's go with Chandini.
Something that weakens the core strength.
You didn't do it in the form of a question. Okay. What is something? Okay, Kyle.
What is something that will give you instant diarrhea?
It does, yes. That's what we're looking for, the word diarrhea. Very important. You could have put it in any form you wanted. Okay. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
Let's go toys.
Toys. Slinky. Chandini.
What is that something by which old people trip and get injured?
That is correct. That is correct, just because you formed it in the form of a question. Okay, that's really good. You're really progressing. Okay, Chandini, you have the board. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
Celebrities.
No, I'm not going to let you choose that. I'm kidding you. I'm just messing with you. Celebrities. Okay, the celebrity is Justin Bieber. George.
Who is someone who would never make one of my travel football teams because he looks like he has diarrhea.
You got diarrhea in there. If you hadn't have said diarrhea, I wouldn't have given it to you. But you've really learned the key to the answers. Okay, George, you've got the board and you've got the lead back. Melissa's in second, followed by Kyle and Chandini. Okay, celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
I'll take toys, Ken.
Hula hoop. Hula hoop. Yes, George.
What is a great toy for teaching dexterity and how to get through the line when you move your hips so nobody can tackle you?
You didn't say diarrhea. No, sorry. Okay, let's go to Chandini.
What is my favorite way of fixing a person's back?
No, you didn't say diarrhea. Okay, Kyle, go ahead. That's correct, Kyle. I'm going to give you 1,000 points. Fantastic. Good job. Okay, celebrities, that puts you in the lead now, Kyle. You're in the lead. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys. This is now double Jeopardy.
Let's go with celebrities.
Okay. Kim Kardashian. George.
Who is someone who looks like they need to lose a few pounds, so they should eat something that causes diarrhea?
Excellent. You said diarrhea. And the rest of the question was terrible, but once you got the diarrhea in there, that's fantastic. George, that puts you in second place. Melissa now drops to third, and Chandini, you need to pick it up. Here we go. All right, so you just didn't say diarrhea, and you didn't form it in form of a question. So Chandini, get it together here. Now we get George. Go ahead. Celebrities, travel, food, or toys?
Travel, please.
Okay, travel. Haunted Village. Chandini.
What is that place where everyone's posterior gives diarrhea?
Perfect. That is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to give you 5,000 points for that. That puts you in the lead now, just because I like you. And you're related to our family. All right, now, the final category is automobiles, and the answer is Tesla. Tesla. Okay, Chandini's in the lead, followed by George, followed by Kyle, followed by Melissa. So Melissa, I told you we had some really tough challengers here today. I'm going to take all your answers, and at the end, we'll pick the winner. Okay, so this, I'm imagining you're wagering everything you have, Melissa. So go ahead, Tesla.
What is transportation method you do not want to be stuck in while you have diarrhea?
Okay, all right, very well done. Kyle, you're in third place. Go ahead.
What is a car I'll never afford?
Okay, and George.
What is a car that's not worth a shit because you can't put a football team in it, so you might as well just poop all over it and have diarrhea?
And Chandini.
Whose sibling sends people up to the space to throw diarrhea all over Earth?
Okay, you know what, George? You're a grand prize winner. You have now won everything. And George, we have for you, yes, a pack of celebrity diarrhea. And now guess the celebrity, George, for a bonus. Whose diarrhea do we have backstage to give to you?
Dua Lipa.
That is correct. How did you know that, George? You must have watched the person take a dump. Hey, this has been Celebrity Jeopardy with a little touch of diarrhea. Thank you all for playing. And now we're moving on to flashbacks. Flashbacks. So everybody can minimize, but Melissa. And we'll be calling you guys out. Now, before I minimize myself, let me tell the audience what we're doing here. Melissa's going to have two flashbacks. I'm going to be playing the bartender. You won't be able to see me, but she'll be talking to me and setting up her first date she ever had. And then she's going to set up buying her first home. So we're going to get two little storylines. Now, she can use anybody in the cast to fill out who could be the date, who might be at that date, what's going to happen. And she's going to just take one part of the date, not the whole date, because we can't do 2 or 3 hours, but pick one part of that date, Melissa, that you think, maybe eating at the restaurant or something that might have happened that's a real fun part of your first date. And the same thing with buying your first house. Maybe we'll take one moment that you had with maybe the realtor or whoever you bought the house with, one of the neighbors, whoever you want to bring in. And now this is flashbacks, and I will minimize myself and become the bartender. Hey, Melissa, great to have you in here again. God, Wednesday night, 10 o'clock. You're here every week with some great stories.
Routines
what do you got
are
for me
important.
tonight?
Yeah.
What do you got for me tonight?
Well, I hadn't ever told you the story about my first date, right?
No, I never heard that one.
Oh, well, it's because it's nobody believes me. It's that preposterous, honestly. So, I was 22. First date, I was going out with this guy named George, and he was a older fella, had a little bit of an Italian accent, and I didn't think anything of it. So we go to this nice restaurant, and then little do I know, he's in out with another mob boss who recognizes him at the table, comes over, starts a whole shabil. Then the waitress comes over and is an undercover cop, and
oh my golly,
wasn't happy.
Okay, so let me try and understand this. So, George, this is your first date. You're 22, so you obviously had some pretty repressed parents to wait that long to let you start dating. Okay, so imagine you probably graduated from college by this point. So now you're with George at this restaurant, and the mob boss comes over, and they get into an argument, and then the waitress is an undercover cop, and she busts them.
Yeah.
Oh God, I want to see this. This sounds really fun.
Mi piace italiano. Hey.
Oh, thank you for taking me out. I was a little nervous, but you seem like such a nice guy and so genuine. I thought I would give it a shot.
Hey, I looked across, I saw you, I thought, hey, that's a nice looking woman. I want to date her. You know how I mean? Hey, you're beautiful, you really are.
I use ragu spaghetti sauce. I hope, I hope that's okay.
Yeah, you don't say that when you meet my friends, all right? I mean that might not go over so well, but I'll let it slide on the first date. You got to make your spaghetti from scratch. A little garlic, a little olive oil, a little tomatoes, smush it up with those beautiful little hands you have. It'll all be good.
Good. Hey, yeah, there's some guy behind you that's been
George, I
staring.
knew it. You sly son of a bitch. Where's my money?
Hey, Vito, I'm on a date. What the heck? Come
I
on.
don't care. You think I care? I just want my money, not whoever it is you're talking to.
Hey, you're talking to the head of the family.
Hi, fellas. So what would you like to have today? Is there something going on? I could hear from out there. You want
Hey, lady,
help?
we're talking here. We're talking business. All right?
Oh,
Shoot.
the fettuccine Alfredo,
Is
please.
there someone scaring you, my dear?
Fettuccine Alfredo's not really Italian because it's not a red sauce, all right? Hey.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to spill some red sauce once I open you up like a fish.
I am coming here to arrest you both. And now I have all the evidence I needed. I recorded the two of you talking. You are arrested.
George,
George,
I knew
I'm
you were a
sorry.
snake.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, George. I didn't know. I come here all the time. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Yeah, she's all right. You
I'm
guys-
sorry the date ends this way. I got to go with this woman. It's all right. Hey, I'll see you when I get out in 20.
I'll
Jeez.
visit you in jail.
Melissa. Boy, that didn't sound. You're lucky you didn't get taken away yourself. I can see why your parents kind of waited till you're 22 years old, because obviously you don't have the right taste in men or something like that. But, I know you're single still, but do you have another story?
Well, I know it's crazy, but that's not as bad as when I bought my first house. Like
Really?
I was really looking to nest, and my brother, Kyle, was extravagant and showing me all these houses that I couldn't afford. And we go to this one house, and it turns out that there's this couple in there that have been squatting for like months, and they wouldn't get out. And of course, it's my dream house. It was my dream house.
Oh, this sounds awesome. So Kyle, the realtor, tried to bring you all these exotic houses, but finally you found the house you can afford, and it was your dream house. You saw it, and you go in, and there's this couple that's squatting in there. And
They
then
were
they
hippie
won't.
squatters. Yes.
Hippies. Oh, okay. I can't. I'm going to visualize this right now.
Hey, are you ready to see the house?
I am so excited. I have been saving for years and years and years. Yes, this is the one that looks
Wonderful.
the best.
All right, let's walk right in then.
Okay.
All right, so on the file here, it's 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Yeah, and then let's see what's into this room. Oh,
Hey, hang loose, babe. How you doing? Peace.
you guys aren't supposed to be here right now.
What's the matter, honey? Who are these guys?
I don't know, baby. I don't know. They just came in and welcome. Hey, you got like
Excuse me. I don't
You guys aren't
know.
even in the picture.
Do you own this property that you are currently are those drugs?
which
These aren't
question
even
do
the
you want me to
owners.
answer, huh?
They don't match the picture.
Hey, lady, which question you want me to answer?
Are those drugs?
Honey?
Do you want some?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah. Try.
I'm trying to sell this house, and what are you people doing here? You're not even the
Oh,
owners.
guys, come on, get a kick out of this, you. Come on.
Man, there you
I-
go.
I am
Uptight, honey,
working.
Chandini, man. Give them some of that stuff so they cool out a little bit.
I swear, I don't know what's up with these people. I mean, people are just so tired.
Melissa, I'm so sorry. I did not know anybody was in the house.
You are fired. This is insane. This was my dream house, and you completely.
Oh,
Honey, I'm gonna
wow.
take a nap.
The negative
Wow,
vibes coming
Melissa.
off of her.
That sounds so awful, Melissa.
I didn't get it.
Jeez.
Now I'm in a studio in LA, and it sucks.
Oh yeah, studio in LA, that would cost you about $7,000 a month.
I know.
So it's, yeah, you should, maybe you might want to move to a different city. Well, I can't wait till you come back again next Wednesday. I got some real interesting stories I bet you got for me. Oh, like when you
Thanks
got
for
mixed
being a
up in
friend,
that,
Ken.
when you got mixed up with the drug cartels. I can't wait to hear this story. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll see you next week at the same time. Okay, thank you so much, Melissa. All right, well, we're going to move on now to conclusions. And this is where I need Kyle and George out here, so Melissa will minimize you. Now, what will happen in this particular scene is George just has a tendency to conclude or assume that Kyle meant something other than what he meant. And we've all met people like this. They all assume stuff the worst. Well, George is kind of like that. And they're going to meet each other at the CVS parking lot. Kyle has not seen George in quite a long time. So this will be the first time they've seen each other in a while. And this is conclusions. And I will minimize myself. And guys, have fun. And here comes conclusions with George and Kyle.
George, hey, what up, man? Look at you, man. You look good.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the last time you saw me, I wasn't looking good? It's only been 2 months, you know?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, look at you now. I mean, look, you're having an outstanding job. You're living a good life.
Oh, you son of a gun. So you heard I got laid off, huh? So you know the law firm shut me down, huh? Is that what you mean? Oh, you son of a gun.
No, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear about that. Hey, is everything okay? How's the family? How are you supporting them now?
Okay. Yeah, she left me as soon as the job left me. So the family went with her because they all don't like me.
God.
She was dating some guy, or so I heard. I mean, how did you hear about this? Oh man, you are playing with me, kid.
I
Don't
didn't
call me
hear
dude
any
either.
about
I'm not
that
a
stuff.
dude.
I didn't hear any of that stuff. All right. I'm so sorry that like all this happened to you. I mean, at least you were investing, and last I heard, you were doing really well.
Yeah, that tank too. And you mean like sorry, like you take pity on somebody who's down on their luck, who's wandering the streets now homeless because he's lost his family, his daughter, his son, and all his money in the market? Is that what we're talking about here, Kyle Bud?
No, not at all. I'm trying to just find the positives in this. I'm just so sorry that I didn't hear about all this. And
now you're waving your hands around when you know I can't use my hands anymore because of what happened with the operation, huh? Oh boy, you are a son of a gun.
That's not what I meant at all. And I didn't hear about your hands either. But at least you're still walking.
Oh yeah, as of the moment, but I heard it goes right down your arms into your body and right down the bottom of your legs. So I think by the end of the week, I'll be bedridden for the rest of my pitiful life, and I'll have no money to pay for it.
That's so terrible. I'm sorry that all this is happening to you. At least you still got friends that support you.
Yeah, friends like you, who spout out platitudes about how they feel bad for me. That really is helpful, you know. That really is, bud. You know.
Well, don't you still have your parents who still support?
Died 2 weeks ago. It was in the paper. You must have read about it. The plane crash. They went right down from the sky to the ground and smashed themselves in a million pieces.
My condolences.
That does a lot. Thanks.
Wow. Well, listen, George, thank you. Boy, you have got a terrible thing going on there. I hope you survive, George. I really do. All right, so let's get me back up there for a second. All right, and let's move on to Oscar-winning moments. Let's bring in the two stars of my new film, Oscar-winning moments. It's called Best Friends. It's Melissa and Chandini, and they are best friends in my fabulous film. So I really appreciate. We're going to show some scenes from the film, from this Oscar-winning moment of each one of your speeches, and of course, it's been nominated for Best Picture as well, Best Friends. So this first scene will take place where the two of you, late at night, decide to check into a hotel, and you've never been to this town before, and you get into the hotel room, and it just seems a little bit weird in this town. The hotel room's kind of weird, and maybe some of the sounds you may be hearing are a little weird. as it approaches the midnight hour in this small town that could even be haunted. So go ahead and minimize myself. We'll go to scene number 1. And this is Best Friends with Melissa and Chandini, who just checked into the hotel room.
Wow, it feels good to be here after all those
Yeah.
trips.
Oh my God.
Oh man, it's just a long day. Hey, did you think that check-in guy was a little?
Oh my God. Yeah. Don't get me started. He had like the weirdest teeth. It was so crooked.
Right?
So crooked.
And it caused some damage. Like where
Nails, right? Oh my God. They were pointed. Like
I know, like
pointed
super.
And he painted it as well. I mean, it was like black. You know, I get gothic, but like it had red.
It was like goth on meth goth, like yeah, man. We left the city to get away from, like in this nature out in the woods here with all the, and this
I'm
little
kind of freaking out about the thought like this could land up being a very stressful trip. About the thought like this could land up being
what has possessed us in this vile, terrible place that we have come to face our horrors.
And that was Melissa's Oscar-winning speech. The movie Best Friends will be coming to Netflix next week. Thank you for watching. Wonderful performances today, ladies. You can stay out here now. We'll bring the whole cast out for our final game, which is called Video Dating, and bring me back on as well. And so what will happen here now is, George, you're going to be doing a video dating of one of these 3 here today. We're going to be introducing them, but I'm going to give them some character types. So Melissa, you're a prison warden. Okay, so you can minimize yourself. You'll be coming out first as a prison warden. Okay, Chandini, you're a spiritual guru. Okay, you'll be coming out second. So you and Melissa can both minimize. And then Kyle, you'll come out third. You're a party clown. Kyle, a party clown. Okay? All right. So George, we're very excited to have you on the show today. With the COVID, and it keeps going in and out now with the Delta thing, and it's minimizing down where we're kind of getting back to normal, but we're not there yet. And some people don't want to actually physically date. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a video dating service for you today, so you can meet 3 different people. And we've got both genders because, we want to just give you the choice of whatever you want to do. And then we'll meet each one by one. So you can ask them questions, they can ask you questions, and see if there's a match. And we'll go through all 3 of them. When all 3 are done, then what we'll do is bring them out at the end, and then you can choose which one you'd like to video date. And then when the COVID, you feel safer with it, what we'll do is we'll fly you, and you can meet each other anywhere you want in the world, and we'll pay for that for a couple days where you can go to that city, go out to a nice meal. We'll get you separate hotel rooms and just really set you up for love. So George, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first, Kent, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I'm a struggling actor here in LA, and I am perfectly willing to prostitute myself just to try to get some fame and notoriety. So thank you for having this show, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to meet these 3 beautiful people, Kent. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Well, the first one is a prison warden. So let's bring her out right now, and you guys can, let's let her go first. So Melissa, tell us a little bit about you being a prison warden, and then, of course, you can both ask each other any questions you want.
Well, hello. I am totally excited to be meeting you, George. I am Melissa, and I am a prison warden, but not the kind that you think. I am in charge of the fun committee in prison.
Any questions for her, George?
I do. You sound like you're a girl there. I mean, do you have any connections in the movie industry?
Oh, totally horizontally, vertically perpendicular. I know them all. And it's all because a few of them have been in prison, and I have enlightened them with fun. For example, Halloween is around the corner, and this is my Smurf de las Muertes hat. I made it myself, and all the prison guys are wearing it, and it's just fantastic.
That is so cool. You know, as an actor, I love to play dress up and be other people, like, because I like them better than I like myself. So, are you willing to get like play different characters and stuff?
Well, it's so hard to deviate from my bubbly self, but you know, I feel a connection, George, and I think that I can lock you up in my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. I'm so happy that we agreed to have this experience together.
And let me just ask you, do you ever bring home any of the things that you might use around the prison, maybe just for fun?
Well, I may have a little room totally downstairs that can have some toys that could be some fun, you know? Like, I have a taser. Ooh.
Oh. Well, Ken, do we even need to go on at this point? I mean,
Well, I think, yeah, because we've got the other two waiting. But Melissa, do you have any question of George before you leave?
I just want to know, George, if you are comfortable traveling like to other prisons so that we can spread the joy and maybe have a side gig and you could be my magician or something. It could be fabulous. I just want to make sure you're open.
I would love to see the inside of prisons, especially some of the high security ones, and I'd be more than happy to be your magician and work some magic with you.
I feel the magic already. You're so amazing, George.
Okay, well, we'll bring you back in just a few moments, Melissa. We've got two more. Let's bring out Chandini. She's a spiritual guru. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Chandini.
Hari Om. I am a spiritual guru, but I believe we all are human beings by the end of it. And so I'm here to enjoy a relationship with you, George.
Oh, that sounds nice, Chandini. You know, I've been trying to find myself with the acting. That's why I'm playing all different roles. And how can I become at peace with what I actually am?
Breathe in. Breathe out. Take in all your stress and throw it out. Close your eyes. And imagine you will be the star who will get that Oscar award next year.
That is inspiring, I got to say. And you said the lines so well. Did you rehearse that?
See, this is what I say. A spiritual guru, but a human being. Don't we all breathe in and breathe out?
You know, I had that reaction like I do that all the time, and it hasn't helped in all these years. But maybe with you, I can find my motivation, my urgency, my passion for life.
Me too. I am looking for passion.
Chandini, do you have any questions of George before we move on?
Yes. Do you believe in tantric sex? Have you read Kama Sutra?
I'm more than willing to do anything that you think would be helpful in my path. And I've heard it. I've never actually read it, but I heard it can be enlightening and take me to the next level. So
yes,
I'm willing to give that a try.
Yes, the two of us will completely take it and go forward in our spiritual growth.
Thank you, Guru.
Well, George, if you don't pick her, I think I will. Okay. Thank you, Chandini. Let's bring in the third. Now, this is our gentleman. He works as a party clown. So let's bring him in right now. Come on in, Kyle, the party clown. There he is. Okay, Kyle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Kyle. And I know my profile says party clown, but technically I'm still in training. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
George, would you have any questions for the party clown, Kyle?
Yeah, like, when you get in, how do you get into character for that kind of role? Like, what method do you use? I'm really trying to learn.
Well, I just take 2 shots of vodka, before going to the parties full of kids, especially if they're like 7-year-olds and they kick you, punch you all over, just preparing myself for the day. Yeah, 2 shots of vodka.
Do you worry about them smelling stuff on your breath? I mean, or like when you come in. I mean, what's the reaction you get from the little kids there? I mean,
They don't know this. They ask, and then I just tell them real fashion. It's like, yeah, I took 2 shots of vodka before coming here.
Oh, all right. Well, I've been trying to like sleep my way up to the top a little bit, but I'm not having a lot of success either getting there or with the sleeping part. You got any thoughts, man? Like you obviously are having some success here. You got a gig, you're making some money. What did you do to get this kind of wonderful gig?
Well, I was broke, so I looked in the newspaper, see any job openings, and I found clown work for parties. So decided to do that. Easy resume, just submit it, and then they're hiring any type of clowns right now, really.
Wow.
Seriously.
Do you have any questions for George, Kyle?
School, you're an actor. You've been into any movies, shows, I know?
Oh yeah, I've been in lots of things. I got a resume really long, like all kinds of things. Now I don't want to bore you with that kind of stuff and self-promote myself, but I'm very versatile. I can play any role. I really enjoy the acting part of it. Yeah,
I see. So still not successful. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, stay out here, Kyle. Let's bring the other 2 ladies out, the prison warden and the spiritual guru. And now, George, you're going to have to pick one of the 3 of them. Let's get the prison warden back out. There she is. Okay. So, George, pick who you'd like, and then we'd like to get closing comments from the other 2.
Well, it's a really tough call, I got to tell you. But I'm hopeful that if I break through, that I can find sex in many different places with many different people. So given that Melissa has connections and is willing to use them, and that might help advance my career, I have to go with her. I just felt an instant connection, if nothing else on that basis. So I am so excited about moving forward with Melissa. And Kyle and Chandini, thanks so much for being here.
First, we'll talk to Chandini, your closing comments, before we go to Melissa for her comments. Chandini?
Breathing in the disappointment, breathing out.
Mm-hmm. Leave your number with the producers. Okay, Kyle, closing comments?
No, I'm used to disappointment, so I got my vodka. I'm good.
And we got some big shoes out there for you to flop in. So we're going to say goodbye to Chandini and George. I mean, not George, Melissa, and Kyle. And let's keep Melissa out here for a second. So you 2 can minimize. And now, Melissa, you won. How do you feel?
I feel like totally, wickedly, radically awesome, like to the moon. I am like beyond like ecstatic, George. This is going to be like the best time ever. I cannot like wait. I have handcuffs like in my car. Like we can like tonight and like get going.
You got it, Melissa.
And George,
just bring your contacts.
I got it.
And George, here's the deal. We're going to give you and Melissa a bed framed in a prison. Okay, so there'll just be a cell with a bed in it, and then we'll have a prison all around it. Okay, so you'll be able to always feel you're close together in this bedroom that you cannot get out of unless you have the key. All right, let's bring everybody out because that was our show. Congratulations, guys. 4 of you did a great job today. Chandini, come on back out. Let's introduce our cast again. Again, I'm Ken Scove. This is Melissa.
Hello, thank you, everybody.
George.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Chandini.
Hey, thank you for watching.
And Kyle.
All right, thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
And they'll be back in 4 weeks, same time, 4:30. I actually get going Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday. If you want to follow this team, go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy on YouTube, and go to Tuesday, 4 p.m. You can go to the playlist, find all the Tuesday cast. You'll see these guys in a number of shows. You'll see them again in 4 weeks. Wave goodbye, everybody. We'll see you soon.